Hello and welcome to the iCatch podcast, hosted by your favorite duo, Gemini Rue and Cosmyrus. We have the Pope's death, the Boston Marathon, and we got JD Vance because JD Vance met with the Pope. And for video games, we have the Oblivion remake because
Yeah,
that came out recently and that's pretty hype. JD Vance is being looked up quite a lot because he met with the day and before the Pope died, and people are like, "Oh, he probably killed the Pope" and all that. But that's just what people are saying.
yeah.
After they got into a long distance tangle over the Trump's administration's migrant deportation plans.
Mm.
So I think they were talking about the migration in the U.S., like deporting migrants and all that.
Deporting the
Pretty sure.
immigrants?
And the conversation started. I know you have not been feeling great, but it's good to see you in better health, Vance told the Pope. Thank you for seeing me. Vance expressed his gratitude to Pope for inviting him to meet for the hospitality the Vatican has extended to his family. Okay.
That tangle you're talking about. Apparently Francis was caring for migrants a lot more
Yeah.
than we were, which is weird to me because most of the times when you see these other countries, I use Sweden a lot as an example, but countries like that, they don't like immigration. They don't like other people that
Yeah.
aren't their own. There's other
No, they
countries like
don't.
that.
Just days before he was hospitalized, Francis blasted deportation plans, warning that they would deprive migrants of their inherent dignity. In a letter to U.S. bishops, Francis also appeared to respond to Vance directly for having claimed that the Catholic doctrine justified such policies.
Pope Francis, the first non-European head of the Roman Catholic Church in more than a millennium, died at age 88. Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the top Vatican official, announced the death of Pope Francis from the Casa Santa Marta on Monday morning, saying, "Dear brothers and sisters, with deep sorrow, I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis at 7:35 this morning. The Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father," Farrell said in a statement. And then he says more about it, about his infinite merciful love of the one and true God. Okay. He was a towering figure on the world stage, addressing not just
Mhm.
Catholics, but the men and women of our time. Um,
So he was basically for everyone, like
mm-hmm,
he felt for everyone.
mm-hmm. But the LGBT still wanted it to be included in the religion, but they still have not yet been included. And I don't think I'll ever see that happening,
I don't think
unfortunately.
that'll happen because
It
like it
goes
goes
against,
against what they
yeah.
believe in. So
He wanted a church for today's world. Oh, he's cool actually.
yeah, he
What's she?
says the two. Wait, no, you go first.
I hope that the next leader in his position carries out that plan or that vision.
Yeah, and at least that's the same point of views as this guy does.
Mm-hmm.
Runner wins Boston Marathon 13 years after his brother in history making first. He had a title now. I've got it. So that's the headline. Finishing with an unofficial time of 2 minutes, no, 2 hours and 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
His name's John Courier.
Yep. And his brother's name is Wesley Courier, who
Okay.
won the Boston Marathon in 2012, are the first siblings ever to both win the event.
Well, they got multiple
So
winners in this.
congratulations. I think they're both the first place winners of the Boston Marathons. Well, first siblings to ever get first place.
Oh, so one brother one
So
year, and then another
yeah.
brother the next.
So his brother won the 2012 Boston Marathon, and then John Courier. won the 2025 Boston Marathon.
Is this the women's and men's or something?
I think I'm looking at the men's right now. He took a tumble during the run, but he quickly recovered before running his way into the history books. Sharon Lokiti,
Mm-hmm.
is that her name?
Yeah.
Uh, bested friend, compatriot, and Boston defending champion Hello Obriri to place first, finishing with a course record time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 22 seconds. More
Yeah.
than 2.5 minutes faster than the previous record set in 2014.
Oh, that's good. That's some good old Americanism right there. A melting pot of different cultures taking turns
Yeah.
and getting the dub. Okay.
Victory Royale for them.
Steph Curry leads Warriors past Rockets. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Man, no, actually, the Warriors are dominating. They had a 13-point lead at one time. It was a blowout win? I don't know, because the score is. Wait, am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, Warriors 95 to 85. They were ahead
Mm-hmm.
the whole game and dominated the Rockets. They just got better players. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. They were not gonna do well from the 3-point line compared to, of course, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry's just the GOAT.
Uh-huh. And he's playing with Jimmy Butler too, so I think Butler used to play for the Rockets. John Cena,
Cody Rhodes.
WrestleMania 41, night 2. Yep. All right, well that's no brainer. Of course, John Cena's gonna
Oh,
win
who has
17
won the
world titles.
most at WrestleMania 41? John Cena set a new record for most world championships recognized by WWE. So, number of regions, John Cena has 17, and Ric Flair had 16.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then below that, Triple H's got 14, Randy Orton 14, and then below it goes up 12 to 10 for other people. The Rock is 10.
Yeah, he's just legendary.
But yeah, let's look at the Oblivion remake. I've been hyped about this because I'm a big fan of the Elder Scrolls games. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, tomorrow they're supposed to have a live,
Mm-hmm.
so I might go into that and see what's going on. Um, what I know is that there's another thing called Sky Oblivion where people were just they didn't get paid, so it's like modders, I guess, but they all grouped together to remaster Oblivion with the Skyrim engine. But now that they got the Oblivion remaster coming up, Sky Oblivion doesn't really
Well,
matter
there's
all
a
that much
difference
anymore.
between remaster and remake.
But yeah, it's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard, they're redoing the combat because it's gonna be kind of Souls-like, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's what they said, or in the
What
leaks at
the
least.
hell? They're gonna make it like a Souls-like game?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Oblivion. I
So
didn't beat it or anything, but
imagine an RPG like the original Oblivion with Souls-like combat. That'd be kind of cool.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean
all
that's
RPG, but the
I mean
classic.
that's a big jump for them to be honest. At
Yeah.
least when it comes to the games that they've been making. So I wonder if they just saw how well the Souls games were doing, and were like, you know what, we're gonna copy a little bit of that and see how well it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll fit for Oblivion, I guess. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, Microsoft has just announced a live stream event for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake. That was the first revealed in court documents during the Activision case. I didn't know about that.
Oh.
In recent months, have been confirmed by half a dozen reputable sources that it was on its way to a shadow job. So it was just going to drop out of nowhere.
Yeah, they say the release date could very well be tomorrow, shortly after the reveal.
Damn. All right, that's even better, at least to me. Holy shit. moment given that behind the scenes of places like Steam, things are already spooling up, including a reportedly leaked file size of a rather large 120 gigabytes. And for reference, Oblivion was like 10 gigabytes before, I think. It was very small compared to this, so
Mm-hmm.
that's when I downloaded it. So that's a huge jump.
And I think it's funny how the people that made Oblivion, Bethesda, is just letting Sky Oblivion become a thing. And they don't even want to sue him or anything.
Mm,
Very nice
Not
of
like
them.
Nintendo.
Nah, yeah, not like Nintendo at all.
they, these people were trying to do like Nintendo stuff. Oh, they'd be sued immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But I like how Bethesda is very nice about it, things like that, and modders and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not tomorrow, it's certainly by the end of the week. It makes sense that a stream like this would exist, given that you're not literally going to throw something like this onto consoles or PC stores without even a word. So this stream will go through how it looks, plays, and what changes have been made to modernize the game to some
Mm-hmm.
extent. Again, a number of these changes have already leaked, ranging from blocking to archery to stamina. This is a big deal. The game is not being remastered, but remade in Unreal Engine 5. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Hell yeah, bro.
yeah, that's gonna be nice.
I'm surprised they kept it that quiet for that long. And because people were complaining about, oh, just remake like Skyrim or just remake Oblivion. And then they
Right.
had Sky Oblivion and they were just letting that go on without even saying anything or doing anything. They were just going to shadow drop it, which I
Mm-hmm.
find very interesting, to be honest.
All right, yeah. All right.
This does seem like it has the potential to be a really big game this year, given how beloved Oblivion is and the fact that people are
Into
tired of
this
pretending
type
others.
of yeah, a lot of people are into the Souls like games right now. This year and
Yeah.
last year. Ever since what's that one game came out?
Elden Ring?
Mm-hmm. Ever
Yeah,
since
since
that
Elden
game
Ring came
came
out,
out a while ago, it's just been Souls like games have taken over.
and Elden Ring has been like very stable with its like um player
It's
count.
true.
Like I'm pretty sure it still has a high player count to it still.
Yeah, and it's funny because they don't release stuff like every week like other live service games. They just drop it when they
No.
feel like it, and there's always going to be people waiting to play whatever they release.
I think FromSoft has the most loyal fan base, I guess.
I think
Or
so
player
too.
base.
And they're not freaking weird. They're normal people.
No.
Like they're just chill.
And they make good games. At least in my opinion from playing Elden Ring. And I played Dark Souls 3 a little bit. Never beat
Yeah.
it though.
Mm.
But
I gotta
they
play
put
one of those
love in
games
their games.
sometime. I don't know. I'll start with Dark Souls probably for my first ever Souls like game.
Yeah, I started with well, my friend told me that well, he's played the Dark Souls games and he's played Elden Ring. He said the good one to start out with is Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring. Because Elden Ring can be kind of hard if you are first starting out with a Souls game.
I gotta
In
start
my
from the
opinion,
origin.
in my opinion, I think Lies of P is probably the best Souls game to start with, but it's not from FromSoft. It's from a different indie company, but still pretty good for being a Souls game.
Yeah.
Is I played that and I beat it like 3 different times.
Mm.
That's how
Gotta
I
be
felt with
easy
it.
if you beat
So
it.
yeah, I mean, if you can block a parry, you can pretty much just go through that game without taking any damage. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, that was pretty big reveal. You wanna move on to Kanye West? It's
Yeah,
not been,
we can end it with some funny shit. Kanye
yeah,
West admits to underage homoerotic incest, and social media is appalled. But I mean, what's new? He says crazy stuff. I don't know if he's just saying this to say it. I can't even
yeah.
trust Kanye West anymore, bro, or Ye, as
I
we call
think
him.
I think he's just trying to get like more attention. I guess because
Yeah, he's
lately he
always
hasn't
trying to
really
be
gotten that
relevant.
much. Um, when they were kids, I don't understand why you would even want to say this.
I don't know. Kids do weird shit all the time. Oh well,
Yeah,
get over it. It'd be weird if you continued to do weird shit because kids would be kids. I, I don't think um I don't think it matters that he said that. at all. Like, oh well. My
I'm
name is
reading one of
gay and
the.
I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. Well, I guess till 14. That could be
I'm
pretty
reading
bad.
a quote, and it says, "This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore," he told his followers.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy stuff he's saying.
Who knows? Could be true, could be false. I don't know. What do you guys think?
West sings on the track, hanging with my cousins reading dirty magazines, and it goes pretty wild from then on.
Yup, yup.
My honest opinion, I don't really think it's real. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
just trying to like get more attention, honestly.
Yeah, and even if it was, it's not something you just tell the world. I mean, it's whatever. You just keep it to yourself. It's not supposed to stick with
Yeah,
something like that should not stick with you. It should be irrelevant, in my personal opinion. But
yeah,
it's not like he's out here sucking dudes' dicks off. If he,
no,
I would believe it more if he said that now. But who knows? Maybe
yeah,
he's having some weird Diddy party. He probably has some weird Diddy parties with his girlfriend or his wife, or I don't know who he's engaged with. But I've always seen pictures of him with a new woman and titties out, and he makes her dress like very lustful and nude. So
oh yeah, I saw that. It was strange.
just naked. He makes his wife dress naked. Yeah, he's probably on some Diddy shit.
Yeah, he probably is. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if his name was on the Diddy list.
He probably does like sucking dick. Who knows? Man, I lost respect for Kanye a long time ago. I like his
Yeah,
music. I love his music in the end. There's a
yeah, he
lot of
has good
artists.
music, but
Yeah.
not really that good of a person, to be honest.
Yeah, I like a
Like
lot
not.
of music from people, but they always fuck up in the end.
Yeah. Well,
Most.
that was interesting.
Yeah, there's nothing else really trending. I can't find anything else.
Yeah, it's pretty much all we really got. I mean, we have WrestleMania, but we already talked about that. Some more sports stuff. But really, there's not really that anything that interesting about sports stuff that often. It's just about who wins and who doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know when Earth Day is. I think it's Tuesday, April 22nd. But which is at
Hmm.
the time of this recording is going to be tomorrow when the episode is releasing after I edit it and all that. So if you
Hmm.
participate in Earth Day, go outside, pick up some trash for a little bit, do your part, take care of the
Hell yeah.
earth that we live in, and say hi to a squirrel. I don't
Yeah,
know,
always
tickle
say
its
hi to
nuts.
squirrels.
Yeah, do something with the squirrel or something. And
Throw your
that's it
nuts
for
at them.
me. Yeah.
Well, I'd say, I mean, it's been a rather trendy week for it being Monday. I mean, some
Mm-hmm.
big things. I mean, the Pope, Oblivion Remaster, that's a big thing for me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, yeah, I think I don't really know if this is our most trendiest one yet. I think our first episode is the more trendy one.
No, I think that's pretty big, bro. As far as Pope Francis, that's the one that sends
Well,
it.
yeah, Pope Francis, yeah,
That's got the most things talked about, to be honest.
yeah.
That's pretty big.
Uh, yeah, this is probably the biggest episode for me. I just mean like things to talk about. But yeah, we've had like 8 things, 7 things to talk about today.
Now I'm looking at
So, I
it.
mean,
There's 100K searches for Pope Benedict. Oh no, that's Pope Benedict. Never mind.
Pope Benedict.
I was gonna say
But
what Pope Benedict.
yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Oblivion Remastered, big thing to me. That's Pope Francis. That's a pretty big thing. But yeah, it's pretty much all I gotta say. Very hyped about Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know your thoughts if you're hyped about Oblivion or not.
Yeah, what you think
And
about
just let us know how you
Kanye?
feel.
What you think about Oblivion? What you think about the Pope?
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm signing off.
yeah.
Ruzi
Cosmaris
out.
signing off.